Hello, welcome back to Storytime at Nana's house. So good to have you here once again. Book I'm excited to share is one of my absolute favorites, and this is The Three Musketeers. Are you ready? Let's read. Once upon a time, there lived three young friends named Mickey, Donald, and Goofy. The friends dreamed of someday becoming musketeers, the biggest, bravest, cleverest soldiers in France, and they lived by the words, all for one and one for all. Years passed, and the friends would watch their heroes practicing. Oh, how they wanted to join them. They were all hired to work at the Musketeer headquarters. If they worked hard, Mickey was sure that Captain Pete, head of the Musketeers, would notice them. All Pete seemed to notice, though, were the mistakes that they made. He thought Mickey was too small, Donald was a coward, and Goofy, well, was just Goofy. Still, the three friends dreamed. In the palace, Princess Minnie dreamed of love. He loves me a lot, she sighed, plucking petals. Who's the lucky guy? Asked Daisy, Minnie's lady-in-waiting. I'll know him when I see him, Minnie said. Captain Pete dreamed of becoming King of France. With help from his lieutenant Clarabelle and the Beagle Boys, Pete had evil plans to kidnap the princess. Oh, no! All Pete needed to do was find some bumbling bodyguards for the princess. He knew just who to get. Congratulations, Pete announced to his three silly workers. I'm making you musketeers. You'll be guarding the princess. The three friends could hardly believe it. Mickey happily shouted, all for one and two for tea, cheered Goofy. I know, Nana's very silly. Captain Pete presented his three new musketeers to Princess Minnie. The princess fell in love with Mickey the instant she saw him. But when Daisy came in carrying a tray with a knife and cheese, knife, shouted Goofy. Bad guy, shouted Donald. Things went off to a very good start. And they were about to get much worse. The Beagle Boys were waiting to attack the royal coach. Bad guys, Donald shouted. The friends battled bravely, but they all landed in mud as the Beagle Boys drove off with Minnie. Come on, musketeers, Mickey called. Let's go save the princess. They found the royal coach near an old tower. Here comes Princess Minnie, said Goofy as he barged through the door. Goofy dashed up the stairs. There were the kidnappers. Dun 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 dun. All for one, declared Goofy, ramming the three bullies. And fun for all, he crowed when the Beagle Boys fell from the window and into the sea below. Our heroes, sighed Minnie as the three musketeers escorted the ladies to the palace. But more danger awaited them at the palace. Whack! Shouted Donald. Sorry, Nana doesn't do Donald very good. Whack! Shouted Donald when he ran into the Beagle Boys. He turned and fled straight into Mickey. I can't do this, squawked Donald. I'm a duck-coos chicken. He tore off his uniform and ran from the palace. Donald, wait! cried Mickey. Well, 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 came a sly voice from behind. If it ain't the one musketeer trying to ruin all my kidnapping plans. Mickey spun around. Captain Pete, he cried, as a musketeer, I arrest you. Pete laughed. Ho, 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 arrest me? Ha, I'm your new king. Princess Minnie is announcing it at the opera tonight. Pete grabbed Mickey and took him to the dungeon and chained him up. You know, said Pete with an evil smile, when the tide comes in, the water flows right through the archway there and floods this room. My pals will rescue me, Mickey gulped as Pete left, and the water started to trickle in the dungeon. Oh no, it's gonna happen! Oh my goodness! Meanwhile, Clarabelle had captured Goofy and was about to push him off a bridge. But the old bridge crumbled, sending Goofy and Clarabelle over to the side. They landed right into Donald's getaway rowboat. Everyone ended up in the water, and the two friends were pulled along with the current. By now, water was filling the dungeon. Just as Mickey was losing hope, Goofy and Donald swept through the archway with the rushing water. They pulled all for one and quickly freed Mickey and escaped. Musketeers, we got a princess to save, Mickey announced. He told them of Pete's plans, and the friends raced to the opera. Wow, isn't that amazing? Oh my goodness. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy dashed across town and into the opera house. Someone was speaking on stage. Attention, my loyal subjects. Due to the stress of princessing, I now present your new ruler, King Pete. Oh no, were they too late? No, that wasn't Princess Minnie, that was an imposter. Do you see? Mickey found the real Princess Minnie backstage and untied her. Then, in front of a shocked audience, a sword fight erupted on stage. The three musketeers worked as a team and defeated the villains. The audience applauded. Wow! Good job! Go Mickey! Go Goofy! Go Donald! Go Mickey! Go Goofy! Go Donald! Princess Minnie made all three friends her royal musketeers. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy could hardly believe it. They might not be the biggest, smartest, or bravest of all, but by working together, they had made their dreams come true. As the crowd cheered, Mickey couldn't help shouting, "All for one!" And everyone, even Princess Minnie, called, "And one for all." And that's the end. Da-da-da. Oh my goodness, that story is so silly. But I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Thanks again for stopping by Storytime at Nana's house. But before I go, I just want to encourage you to continue letting your light shine by being kind. Because you see, in a world where you could be anything you want, please be kind. Thanks again for stopping by. Until next time, take care of yourselves. God bless you. And always, always, always remember that this Nana right here loves you. Take care.